You wanna have a serious conversation, but when it's business, I see pure animation. Started in North 4, now it's 15, and you've been a little man through the whole duration. Punching above weight, yeah, that's you. Me, I'm only doing what I said I'm gonna do. Step on the scale, I'm heavy like a whole crew. They be clocking me properly anytime I walk through. I walk in, I get clocked. You talk shit and get boxed. Big up if you're with me and bear gunshots for anyone that don't rate COCO pops.
What's good, people? It's your favourite white boy, Jay Fresh, right here. We've got the Sheffield to Camden link up in the place. I'm joined by COCO. Welcome, brother.
Well, go on, G.
It's good to meet you, fam.
Good, yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Now listen, Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Talk to me about them.
Do you know what? I don't even like football.
But it appears in 2 of your videos.
I know. No, that was Toddla's idea. I think just so we've got like a good representation of where I come from. But if I had to say, don't shoot me, anybody, I'd say United. I don't know why, I just say United.
The red and white stripes.
Yeah.
I believe they're doing okay in the League One playoffs at the moment.
I hope they are. Now I've said that.
Exactly.
Just one.
But listen, man, it's great to link up with you. I've got to be honest, I was a little bit late. I was a little bit late on you.
Yeah.
I was sent a record called Big Booyah.
Yeah.
And, well, you got my video on Twitter.
Yeah.
You got my reaction to that record.
You was going sick, innit? You're going sick still.
It's the hot new record from you.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing so much out there.
Yeah, man.
With Toddla T.
Different.
Talk to me about the record, brother.
Boy, do you know what? It's just a follow-up from target practice, really. I mean, every time me and Toddla get in the studio, we always want to sort of better what we did before. So when he sent me the beat, I was like, bruv, this is mad. Like, even if this came out before target practice, this would have still done a lot, do you know what I mean? So he sent me the beat. I've just written the lyrics. The hook was already in there, which is why it's called Big Booyah, because of the sample. I think he sampled like a jungle track. So it's from there, man. Just did it. Planned the video, just got it out there. It's just making noise, man.
I mean, already the video in just under a week.
Yeah.
I think 25,000.
I ain't checked, is it?
25,000 players on SBTV.
Big.
You can check that right now.
Wicked. I'll type SBTV as well.
You've got to be happy with those figures at such
definitely.
an early stage.
Definitely. I mean, I think it's part and parcel, obviously, because it is on SBTV. They're quite sort of recommendable platform. I'll type Jamal and the team. But I think me not being modest, I think the track, it's doing all right, man. I think it's a good tune. It's just me, a representation of me. It's grime. We're not trying to force anything what I've not done before. It's just me spraying on the beat and Toddla with his sick production. You get me?
Exactly.
Man.
It really, really works, man. Now, what I get excited about as a fan of music
Yeah.
is meeting people like yourself who are at the kind of the early stages of the career. Yeah. It's a long journey ahead of you. I know you're going to achieve some mad things.
Thank you.
So let's get a few bits of information on you that I'm interested to know about. I know people watching and listening are as well.
Yeah.
Your first kind of musical memory. Can you tell us what that was? Can you remember what that was?
Flipping out, it would have been a while ago. Boy, this is embarrassing. When my auntie used to always read a Tony Terror. Jesus Christ, there was a tune called Lovey Dovey on, like, he must have brought out time ago. She always used to sing that to me, and we always used to sort of go back to back on the lyrics. Like, that's not the sort of music I make. It's just
that's your first memory. Let's put that clear.
Earliest, yeah, like that's then, you get me. But
it's not a record you'll be sampling.
Nah, not at all, not at all. But yeah, man, that's the earliest. I've always been into music, man. My family's always sort of loved music. My mum's got umpteen amounts of records and CDs, so it's always just been there in my life. In terms of sort of making music, that came a bit later when I was in secondary school, around a few peers who sort of wanted to try it out. So I just went ahead with it and tried it as well.
Now, we got that background about your first musical influence.
Yeah.
Now, your first memory or kind of musical influence of what we call and love grime.
Right, okay. Grime. The first... Do you know, it's mad because I used to listen to grime when I didn't even know it was like sick. I just must have stumbled across some track from my friend. I think it might have been, it's either Eskimo, an instrumental, one of the Eskimo instrumentals what Wiley made, or you know, like the Power remixes, they had like Forward and that. I think it was one of them.
There were lots of different versions of mashups of that. And
I didn't really understand that it was grime and what it was, where it came from. I just knew that it was a track that was just like sort of hype on the road, so I sort of got into it. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you're talking about legendary records, especially with Eskimo, right?
Of course, bro.
That's such a foundation record.
Yeah.
If there was one grime record that someone else has made, that you think, I wish that was my record, can you pick one for us?
Grime.
Any record that's out there. It could be really new. It could be a classic, but one that you wish, you know what? I wish that was a record that I wrote, that I put together.
It's gonna have to be a Skepta one. Trying trying to think. I think Nokia Charger Wire, I like that track. Yeah, it's not. It didn't release it like as a single or anything, but when that first came out, I was used to bump that from the production to his bars. It's just sick. You get me? Very sick. Check that out if you haven't seen that before. Yeah, or heard it. Sorry.
Now, I know that you've got the credentials, you've got the depth of grime. I know you've got a lot of love for the big boys in the game as well.
Yeah, of course, man, of course.
So, with grime, what was amazing is there are people who are still around and are still the elite who were there when the music was created.
Yeah.
So, for you, coming through, is that a tough nut to crack? Because it's all friendly competition, but there's people up there who've been there before grime was grime.
Yeah, of course. I mean...
So, how do you approach that challenge?
I think... in this day and age, talent is talent. Don't get me wrong, you can't just jump in the game and expect everyone to respect you and be at the height of your career, because it takes time and you've got to put that work in. But my ultimate goal is just to reach out to as many people as I can with my music, wherever that takes me, with my attitude, with my sort of mentality. That's cool, but I don't expect to just be like Skepta or Wireless straight away. That's not going to happen. So I'm just trying to make good music, and whoever likes it, and whatever happens from there, it happens. You know what I mean? That's my ethos.
It sounds good, man. It sounds good. I love the forward thinking.
Yeah, definitely.
Like now, pretty much every interview you've ever done, anytime anyone's ever spoken to you about music, they will have mentioned Sheffield.
Yeah, of course. Without a doubt.
Standard procedure.
Yeah, it's my home ground.
You rep your ends.
Of course.
Now you live in London.
Yeah.
So coming from outside of London, and London is seen as the epicenter of grime and media and these things. What are the advantages or disadvantages from your background being outside of London?
I think being in Sheffield, it's not as easy as sort to link people within the music industry. Obviously, I'd have to catch a train or get a car down. Whereas when I'm here now, it's like a tube away or train away, and I can sort of meet people a lot more efficiently. Obviously, apart from the obvious, just getting a lot more exposure. I think that comes with obviously being here as well, being able to go to different platforms and obviously getting my name spread around different sort of people in different areas and stuff. I think with music, if you've got a buzz and a lot of people are sort of talking about it, then people will latch on. And I think, and not in a big-headed way, but I think that's what's happening now with myself. But I have put the work in over the years. It's not just come overnight, do you know what I mean?
Of course not. Do you feel that you're in a position that perhaps a lot of MCs would envy? Because in terms of your tone and your delivery and your vocal, distinctly Sheffield.
Yeah.
But because now you're based in the capital and you've got the media outlets, you've got the connections. We'll talk about Toddla T again in a minute. Like you've kind of got the best of both worlds, because you do stand out musically for what you do. But you're on hand. You can jump in the studio with these people. You can jump in radio. You can jump in Notting Hill Carnival. We'll talk about that later.
Big ones.
So, you know what I mean? Are a few people out there looking at you like slightly green-eyed, a little bit envious, do you think?
I can't really... I've not seen anything like... I've not really seen anything myself, unless someone comes up to me and says, yo, this guy said this about you, or this guy's done this online. But either way, it doesn't really bother me. It makes me stronger. It just gives me more to sort of write about. If it's real and it's happening, and I'll dash it in a lyric. But I've never really hated anyone or like sort of like envied anyone. If they don't like me, that's cool. Everyone's got their own opinion.
You get on with your thing. You concentrate on what you're doing.
Precisely, man. Precisely. You're gonna get that anyway. You can't be everyone's cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna do my thing regardless, man.
Wicked, bro. Now we're getting towards the end of yet another year.
Yeah.
When you get to my age, the years go even quicker. I can't lie. But we look back at this year, and we look at a couple of things that stood out for me. We had Target Practice, Notting Hill Carnival,
big,
countless things with Toddla T, including Carnival, Ibiza Rocks as well.
Mad.
I mean, and now the new record. Can you just summarise the kind of year you've... And the move, of course.
Yeah.
From up north down south.
Yeah, it's been crazy,
Things are so much warmer down here. It's like you live in the Mediterranean.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
So, I mean, summarising this year and what you've achieved, I mean, is it all you expected? Is it more? Is it stuff completely out of the blue?
Every time I get some good news through music, I'm always like shocked, and like my girlfriend's always like, why are you shocked for? Like, you deserve it. And I'm like, I know I do, but some of it's like come a bit quick for me, and it's like I didn't really expect it. I'm one of them people that sometimes don't believe in myself, when sometimes I should give myself more credit. But the pace that it's come at is just being mad, and I think a lot of that I've got to thank Toddla, because he's put me onto a lot of things. And he'll argue that it's not him, it's you. You've got the talent, you've got the right attitude. It's meant to be. But yeah, man, it's been a mad process in the past 7-6 months, and I'm just trying to embrace it whilst I can, man. Do you know what I mean?
And approach everything that comes with open eyes. Absorb it all.
Yeah, of course.
If you had to describe the relationship between you and Toddla T in one word, what would that word be?
I don't know if it counts as one word, but brother from another mother.
We'll put some hyphens.
Can we have that? Yeah,
we can have that. Can we have that? We'll have that.
Yeah, please.
I mean, the chemistry is there. Like you said, he's taking you under his wing.
Yeah, it's just natural, man. It's just
organic.
Yeah, proper organic. Yeah, because like I said, when we get in studio, Toddla doesn't say, "Yo, we need to aim for this #1 spot, or we need to get the charts." He just says, "Make something that we feel that is a vibe, and the rest will sort of work for itself.
Fall into place.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Concentrate on a strong record, a wicked record, and the rest will just come naturally.
Yeah, because if I don't like it, then what's the point of me putting it out? Do you know what I mean? Don't make sense.
A conversation I have with a lot of people about music is that there doesn't seem to be any kind of qualification or schooling to teach people about the music industry. Because the music industry, like any industry in the world, it changes, it evolves. What advice have people given to you?
I'd say I think originality is very important, and that's something that I've learnt myself personally over the years. Like I used to sort of take other people's lyrics and stuff when I first started because I didn't really understand the concept of how it worked. But looking back at what I used to do, I know I've improved quite a lot, and as long as you can be yourself and just believe in what you do, people will take to it, man. Do you know what I mean? Because no one really likes a copycat. Like everyone likes originality, and creativity is expressed in many ways, man. And I think if you're a creative person and you believe in yourself, then someone's gonna like it. Do you know what I mean? So you don't necessarily need to go to uni or to do anything academically to sort of love music. It's a natural thing. So if you like it, if you believe in it, and you've got something to show, then just show it.
Exactly, man.
Definitely.
Now we look ahead to the next year. Obviously, you've achieved a lot this year.
Yeah.
Is there any particular standout goals or anything in particular you're aiming for?
I was speaking to my manager. I think she just wants to go for the one to watch next year. That's it. Just try and ring as many bells as possible. I think I'm already on a steady way right now, but I just don't want to jinx anything. I just want to put in as much work, like I said before, and the rest will take care of itself. But definitely, I want to knock on a few people's doors within the industry and just show people that I'm here and I've come to make noise, innit?
A wicked, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next time we sit down in a good few months and
reflect.
Seeing the progression and seeing when you're at, man. It's really good. One final question, actually, I forgot to mention earlier is that, you're a guy, you're in grime, you're on stage, you've got the fans, you've got the gal dem, the girlfriend. Who is there? Heavily a part of the COCO team. We know this.
Of course.
Is she in Sheffield or is she in London?
London. Yeah, London.
Not even a hesitation. She's here.
She's here, man.
Listen, man, it's been great to link up with you.
Thank you.
Love the new records.
Yeah, man.
Keep making those bangers with Toddla T because they are sick. And like I said, I'm looking forward to charting and watching your progression over the next year, man.
Thank you, man. Cheers.